We start this evening with the local impacts from last night's mass shooting in Las Vegas. This is what we know so far. 59 are dead, another 527 hurt. It is the deadly mass shooting in modern American history. The gunman, 64-year-old Stephen Paddock from Mesquite, Nevada, about an hour and a half northeast of Las Vegas. We are told at least 18 weapons were found inside his room at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. One of his brothers telling reporters today that Paddock was not a normal guy who frequently played high-stakes video poker. The brother said he last heard from him about a few weeks ago. First responders in Las Vegas earning some high praise for their prompt action to last night's shooting. And today we looked into the readiness levels for local law enforcement agencies if and when they are called into action. Action News reporter Bianca Beltran begins our team coverage tonight with more on the role that SWAT plays and how the tactics have changed.
Right, Dan. Well, with every tragic event, there are lessons learned. Many officers I spoke to today say that after the Columbine shooting, their tactics changed to focus more on taking down the threat as quickly as possible, because in many situations, they can't afford to wait for SWAT. With their fleet of armored vehicles and arsenal, you'd think SWAT is the go-to when a gunman terrorizes the community.
Most of these last 10 minutes. So SWAT normally does not respond to these type of events. The first deputy that gets there is going to go after the bad guy.
Mass shootings have happened at schools, nightclubs, and the latest and deadliest at a music festival.
You mentally prepare every day for something of that nature, although it's kind of a scary world that we're living in. So all we can do is train and try and prepare as best as possible.
If the SWAT team is called out to an incident, this vehicle, the Bearcat, is likely the first on scene.
And we generally use it as its armor, protection for us as well as the public.
Right where he is standing, below the driver's side window, there's a mark left behind by a bullet from a recent call.
The truck did exactly what it was designed to do. It stopped the round, keeping it from going out into the areas where uninvolved people were.
More and more law enforcement agencies are fortifying their force, but they say the best response starts before an incident happens. You'll often find officers at large events ready to spring into action.
It could be anything from a fire that breaks out to an active shooter, and those are all things that go into the foreplanning of any of these events.
With a staggering number of attacks each year, police are always vigilant.
Oh, it's extremely unpredictable. I mean, you're trying to get into the mind of somebody who is irrationally thinking, and how you even go about trying to predict, when and where that could possibly occur is virtually impossible to do.
And there are steps being taken to improve response. The Monterey County Sheriff's Office has one of their Humvees stationed down in Big Sur and another one in South County. And I also checked in with the Santa Cruz Police Department. They say that every one of their officers is trained to operate their Bearcat there. Dan.
All right, thank you very much, Bianca. The Vegas tragedy also playing large today in the swearing-in ceremony for a Central Coast police chief. Action News reporter Felix Cortez was there.
An exciting but yet somber swearing-in Monday for Marina's new police chief, Tina Nieto.
You know, it's a happy day for me, but, conflicting emotions, knowing that at least 58 people have been killed.
Nieto comes to Marina from the LAPD, which got word that one of its detectives was shot and injured by the Lone Wolf gunman at Sunday's Country Music Festival in Las Vegas.
Fortunately, that injury was not life-threatening. It was and the person's she's already been released from the hospital, and she's on her way home, and we'll be glad when she gets home.
Michael Moore, assistant police chief for the Los Angeles Police Department, said at least 60 of Nieto's former colleagues were attending the outdoor concert when gunfire erupted.
I hear repeated reports about how the off-duty officers and firefighters that were on scene ran into and towards the face of that danger. They helped evacuate, they helped shelter people in place. They rendered aid, both first aid and otherwise, to do everything they could.
But Marina's new police chief said the Vegas tragedy serves as a stark reminder to those who put on the badge every day that when we kiss loved ones goodbye, it may be the last time.
But yet knowing this, we continue to do it because we believe in something bigger than ourselves. We believe in our communities, and we believe in serving the concept of justice.
That was Felix Cortez reporting for us. There are more local connections to that shooting, with at least 3 Central Coast residents at last night's concert. Their stories for you coming up tonight on Action News at 11. Much more on the Las Vegas massacre is available on our website at ksbw.com. While you're there, be sure and sign up for breaking news alerts by downloading our app.